Thanks, Evan. Yeah, we have been talking for years, and I'm so glad that I could finally make it, and thank you again for inviting me. Today I want to talk about a big problem, and as Christina mentioned, logistics is growing rapidly. Americans spend about 40 billion hours a year shopping in stores. And so as we move more of our orders and our shopping online, all of that work that we do as consumers in the last mile of going to the stores and actually picking items off the shelf has to be replaced by something else. So that 40 billion hours is the equivalent of 20 million full-time jobs. And there's only about 15 million people unemployed in the country. So the only solution to drive all of our buying online is really to automate. So this chart shows basically that trend that logistics job growth is growing at this exponential clip, about 15% per year. And at the same time, we're facing a global phenomenon, which is the reduction in interest in manual labor. And the reason for that is that the younger generations have grown up in a world of technology, of computers. So it doesn't make any sense to go work in a fulfillment center on a third shift, for instance, when I can go drive for Uber, set my own schedule, and make more money because I'm comfortable using the technology and the apps to do so. So people are looking for more engaging jobs, and this is going to lead to a big gap in labor requirements. And we see that autonomous robots are really the only way to solve that gap. So what we've done at IAM Robotics is we've developed robots that use computer vision to see and identify things and basically shop for items the way that people do. So you can see here what the robot sees. It's able to identify and pick the items in real time, and we've been able to show that we can pick as fast as a human pick worker in an each picking e-commerce environment. That was a prototype of ours. We now have rolled this out into 3 products that combine together to use that vision technology to enable robots to do this labor in e-commerce fulfillment centers. So the first thing we do is we take a picture of each item in our flash scanner, and it's kind of like this Wonka Vision-like device where you put an item in, we get a 3D picture, we get a 2D picture, we can weigh the product, we can also scan its barcode, and so we can tie all that information together into a database, which is what we call our SwiftLink server. And that is what connects the order information in the warehouse and all that visual information that we've collected on each item and sends that data down to the robot so it guides the robot in terms of what to look for, how many products to pick, and where they are and so forth in the warehouse. So our main product is Swift. So this is our Swift robot. It's working daily in distribution centers, picking health and beauty goods for e-commerce and small urban store distribution. This robot is doing the work that a person would otherwise have to do by actually physically driving around the warehouse, and it's using computer vision to actually find the items in real time. So you can see there that it actually sees the item, it decides which one it's going to pick, the left one or the right one, based on that data that it has from when the items were previously scanned and captured. And it does this completely autonomously. So it's replacing the work that a person would otherwise have to do to walk around, and that inherently makes the e-commerce fulfillment center more productive because I can have one person managing a set of these robots. So this is Mike Collins. He's the world's first autonomous robot supervisor. He's working at this distribution center to actually manage a set of robots, and the robots are bringing goods to him. So he has to do less work, and he doesn't have to sweat every night when he's doing his job. This gives him a nice job upgrade, and then if there's anything wrong with the robots, they can't find something's out of stock, you have Mike there to basically help them out and assist. He gets a notification on a cell phone app that basically says something happened, something was out of stock, whatever, and he can go actually correct that problem and get all the orders out and processed efficiently. So that's really how robots are transforming logistics. Autonomous robots are the new tools in the evolution of human tools. In the first evolution of human tools, their tools were purely physical things, and people were required to supply the energy and the intelligence to use those tools. Then in the Industrial Revolution, a big change happened, and this is the second evolution of tools where the energy was transferred to the machines themselves. And there was this tremendous boom in all of human civilization because of that change. Now in the third and final evolution of human tools, the information processing, the vision processing, and the intelligence is being transferred to the machine. So we can reduce the overall manual workload and manual effort that people have to do, and people are allowed to do the creative thinking and creative problem solving in the workplace. That's how robots are going to transform logistics and all of the workplace in general, and we're excited to be a part of it at IAM Robotics. Thank you very much.